よし、やっていきましょう。ヴァンパイア5日目ですね。前回が、あれだったっけ？確か、そう、墓場まで行って、で、ちょっと、病院まで戻ってきて、セーブをしたので、前回墓場で終わったんですけど、一応病院まで戻ってきたところで、次からって感じですね。で、内容を見ると、次、ここで、もう一回また墓場まで戻んなくちゃいけないっぽいんだけど、ここで、主人公が殺してしまった、一番最初に殺してしまった妹の葬儀があると。そこに、まあ、行きなさいよという感じになってんのかな、これは。まあね、自分で殺した妹の葬儀に出るってどういうことなの？まあ、バレてはないからね。よし。じゃあ、普通に行こうかな。14か。まあ、いけるべ。うい、痛い。痛い。ちょっと、数の暴力は、やめていただきたい。あ、痛いぞ。意外と痛いぞ。はい。噛む。いいね。よかった。
I can't believe I'm doing this.
あれ？こいつら何も落としてないのか？あ、落としてるじゃん。この先か。このでかいのもな、意外と強いんだよな。意外とっていうか、あ、すみません。できれば後ろから襲いたいんで、ちょっと気づかないでもろて。後ろから襲いたい。早く向こう行けよ。行かない？お、行くじゃん。そっと。一般人ですよ、的な。あ、気づかれる。結局気づかれる。ダウンしないんだよな、こいつ。あよ、おう。いった。このお前は。いった。よし。死んでくれ。アクションは あまりうまくないんで。あ、まだいる。あ、なんかいっぱいいる。こいつ襲えるかな。あ、見つかる。いたいたいたいたいたいたいたいた。あ、そっちにもいた。ちょっと銃使うのはずるくないですか。いただきます。いいよ。あで、ヴァンパイアなのに斧で殴るってどうなのって思うんだけど、まあ、しょうがない。アイテム落としてないか。こいつらしょぼいな。よし。
My dear sister, I don't know if I have the strength.
自分で殺しちゃってるからね。ちなみにさっき戦ってたのがヴァンパイアハンターみたいなやつで、このスカールってやつがヴァンパイアになり損ないみたいな感じらしいんだけれど、処理していった方が良さそうだな。そうそうそうそう。あ、今のは純粋にボタンを間違えた。あ、痛い。こいつ強いぞ。いった。よし。アイテムよこせ。で、上か。あ、なんかいっぱいいる。あ、いたいたいた。スタミナ管理がむずっ、あ、まあ。いた。よし、OK だ。上。ああ、まだいる。気づくな。あ、気づく。いいよ。やってやるよ、この野郎。1対1ならこんなもんすよ。よしよし。多すぎじゃない？てか、いるんだよな。いるよね。なんで？お前どっから来たのやろ。あ、痛い。 ただきます。はい、3回目の攻撃が当たんないな。2で、いいんじゃない？慣れてきた。あとなんだろうな、もうめちゃくちゃ気づかれる。痛い痛い痛い痛い。あ、痛い痛い痛い。あ、逆に吸われていく。おいと。返す。あ、いた。もう死んでくれ。オッケー。ていうか妹の葬儀に来てなんで俺戦ってんの？どうやって行くんだ上に。こっちか。こっちか。こうか。
Since I can't reveal myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the
ひっ
ceremony.
そりとメアリーの葬儀に参列する。ひっそりなんだ。ひっそり。
Mother, why have you come here? This is proving far worse than I imagined.
ひっそりってど
My mother would die if she were to see me in this state.
ひっそり。
I must wait.
あ、これか。この上から見守る感じでいいのかな。そういうことね。
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father, the soul of our sister departed, and we
こ
commit
れ
her
何
body
教
to
な
the
のかな。
ground.
キリストなのか。
Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
これがお母さんか。ごめんねお母さん。
Why kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold, god-awful place?
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
吸血鬼になって衝動で殺しちゃったんだよ
I
ね。
feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
神父さんは天敵なんじゃないのかこれは。
Oh, Mary. What have I done? If I could only change one thing. One thing.
見た目が化
This is a
け物だもんな。
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do
ほら、
but
ヴァ
accept.
ンパイア仲間。
brings you here?
I thought you could use the company. I am so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
まあ自分で殺しちゃってるからな。善意の生まれ変わりのような人だったよ、彼女は。
Vibrant, full of life. She was kindness incarnate, my Mary.
You're a good person, Jonathan. And a young Ekon. A newborn cast into the night without so much as a candle to guide your way.
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search of me. And it led to her death.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts. They echo in my head. Her mind shattered, and it haunts me.
Jonathan, stop. Listen carefully. You must come to terms with this. You must learn to live with what happened.
どうやって学ぶんだ
How
よ。
is it possible? Tell me. Is it so easy to take a life every night and then just smile and nod at those you spared?
Don't you see? You're doing the work of our enemies, feeding your remorse. We are weakest when we grieve, and the guilt blurs our senses.
And so this is why you're here. To warn me. You've felt this pain yourself. You too have endured this.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost so many friends. Loved ones I cherished. Pray for Mary's forgiveness, if you must.
言う通りかもしれない。
Of course. I've stared upon this world for centuries. And time
まあこの子はね、ヴァンパイアの先輩だから何百年も生きてんだろうけど
What should
ね。
I do then?
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace.
教会に行っていいの？
Find the solace you need.
My lady
Vampyr
wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
メアリー。ヴァンパイアなのに教会に行っていいのか。まあ行けと言われたら行くか。なんかアイテムあるか。5円。なんだこのドンドンって音は。ん？これなあ、頭痛薬作りたいんだけどな。作れないんだよな。アイテムももうなさそうだね。行こうか。あ、ここにもあるじゃない。 これは人か敵か。敵だな。16いけるのか。必殺技、必殺技。え、上から、おお、いっぱい落ちてきた。痛い。ちょっと待った、一体ずつは一体ずつ。ちょっと待った待った待った。痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い。それはまずい。オッケー。痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い。いただきます。痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い。はいはいはい。さあこれいただきます。よし、オッケー。まだなんかくちゃくちゃ音がすんな。他はないか。あれ、ここから来たんだっけ。
Hello, sir. Sorry to disturb you at this hour. I'm a doctor inquiring about the epidemic. May I come in?
A doctor, you say? No, thank you.
All right. I shan't insist. Goodbye for now, sir.
なんだこれ。いきなり催眠かけないといけないやつか。
And off to church he goes, a newborn seeking divine consent to lick the blood from the soft and pointy crown.
Who are you? Make yourself known.
Newborn, you reek of guilt and pointless compassion.
でかっ。
Shed your skin, forget your old weaker self.
What do you want from me?
ヴァンパイアか。
Ascalon does not approve of lone wolves who bring unwanted eyes to our pastures.
So your name
Machoya.
is Ascalon.
Ascalon's will is vampire law. Learn them, abide by them, or I shall return as your judge and jury.
なんだこいつは敵なのか。
These immortals try my patience with their plans and unsolicited counsel.
制裁をなんちゃらなんちゃらっつってたからな。敵っぽいな。死んでいた。OK。待って。領域を要望しましょう。また来ます。ああ、痛い。よし。
This is despicable.
?死んでくれ。超必殺。さようなら。インフルエンザ。
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Beasts!
後ろにいたのか。え？
Best be moving on.
Sorry, sir. No admittance.
ちょっと待って。なんか、痛い。ボスがいた。よし、叩きます。 おお、なになになに。あ、こっちであれか、ヴァンパイアハンターの方か。K だ。死んでくれ。必殺技。よし、さよなら。
This man stunned me with his faith. His crucifix. This is not good news.
怖っ。やっぱり敵だな、神父は。なるほど、マップにボスっぽいのもいるのか。まあ、とりあえず先を進む。あ、ホワイトチャペルに戻ってきた。風邪か。あれ、風邪薬って俺持ってたっけ？
And good evening to you too. Do you need medical attention, sir?
It may be wise to let you prescribe me something. I don't feel like I should.
薬渡します。
I understand your appetite for words and macabre beauty, sir. But you should be more careful.
The nutrition of my mind is more important than my physical health.
いいんだよ。
But I appreciate your...
健康になってね。
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
Not at all, sir.
I'll leave you alone, sir.
ここ人物か。ホワイトチャペルで片頭痛か。片頭痛の薬1個持ってるんだけど深刻なんだよな。あれ？ここが教会に行っていいのかな。
Yes? What is it that you want?
I'm sorry to disturb you at such a late hour.
No worries, my son. I'm still quite awake, having just returned from a funeral.
Yes, I know.
妹の葬式やってくれた神父さんか。
I've forgotten what I wanted. I don't know.
May I help you, child? You seem somewhat perturbed.
I haven't the strength to cross the threshold. I wish to pray, to cleanse my soul.
The church is shut by order of the bishop. But I'm still the vicar of St. Mary's, if that is any use to you, my son.
まあ個人的な
You
問
seem
題
to
なん
me
です
a
よ。
good soul, vicar. But this is a personal matter.
There are no secrets from God, my son. If your heart needs comfort, consider me your chapel.
今日ヴァンパイアですって言ったら
I can be as silent
滅されそうだもんね。 旅立ったものに
I've
伝え
words
た
for
い。
one departed. They're not for living ears to hear.
Your eyes burn with rage, yet I see the pain that lies beyond. I am here to lighten the burden of all God's creatures. Whatever you tell me is between us and the Lord.
Very well, priest, as you seem quite adamant.
Open your heart, my son. Tell me what burdens you. With whom do you wish to speak?
私の妹だった。
You seem so troubled.
自分でやっちゃったんだけどね。
What happened to her?
まあ、事故で
It was
す。
an accident. A terrible, terrible accident.
I see. And how are you feeling, my son?
まあけど俺のせいで死んだよね。自分が噛んじゃったからね。
I have a final question for you, my son. This is of the utmost importance.
Ask your question, Vicar.
What would you like her to know?
おー。けどこれが物語の趣旨だもんね。誰が悪いのか解き明
I'm
かす。
so sorry, Mary. I promise to find who is responsible for all this. I'll put an end to this horror.
You have been heard, my son, and your burden will lighten if your words are sincere. Go in peace now and live your life in the way she would have wanted.
それは無理だよね。
Whatever happened on this dock is between my sister and I. It does not concern God at all. It's locked.
このドアはどうやって解除できるんだろうか。
Look the other way this week, Joe. Come on, we can sort it out, right? It's not. Fancy buying something, sir?
You never lose your focus, do you? Right.
なんかあ
Show
る
me
かい
what you have.
特にない。あ、小さなハンドルの部品。高っ。80円って高くない？
Fancy
あ
buying
ー、ごめ
something?
んなさい。なんでもないです。あ、今日なんかニュースある。
It appears those who dare to get health care from that bitch are never seen again. Something fishy going on there for sure.
あ、そっ
Goodbye
か
for now, Mr. Lewis.
あ、偏頭痛。
Good evening, Benjamin. Can I help you?
I'm afraid not, Mr. Reed.
偏頭痛持ってんだ
You
ろ
don't seem well, Benjamin. Do you need any help?
俺
I
の
always
泣け出し
feel
の。
ill, sir. It's like I'm never right.
あれ偏頭痛の薬こうあれ持ってなかったっけ？
I will see you later. Have you any news?
Not recently.
A gun, alcohol, and a bad temper make a terrible cocktail, sir. Goodbye for now.
The Swanborough cordial can be... Good evening, my dear colleague.
はい。
I'd like to see what kind of medicine you're selling.
血をネズミで補充したい。
I can't believe I'm doing this.
待て。
I have this.
よしよしよし。
Thirst for blood.
まあまあこんなもんだろう。向こうか。うわお。いやいや、ちょっと待って。ああ、まずいまずいまずいまずいまずい。いた。痛い。神父強えな。痛い。痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い痛い。あ、血がなくなるのかこれ。うざ。やべえ。神父めちゃくちゃ強え。あれ食らうと血がなくなるってきついな。それはいけない。どうしよう。もう一回ネズミで。あれ？こっちじゃなかったっけ？いや、もうしょうがねえか。下手に戦うのをよすか。お、ネズミがいる。いただきます。
I can't believe I'm doing this.
ちょっとね。
I have this.
血がないと何にもできないからな。OK。多少復活した。はいはい。よし。 あれがこいつは先に殺す。よし、オッケー。いただきます。オッケー。必殺技のペナルティっていうかリキャストタイムが結構長いからな。ちょっとあれなんだけど、中のものが復活してることはないのか。こいつ何のほほんとあんだけ戦闘があったのに。お前は何をしてるんだ。いただきます。美味しかったよ。なんだ？あ、俺のこと殺したやつか、お前は。お前は誰だ？
Fear be gone. I would harm no child of my making.
This is your doing. You made me this creature. What are you?
I am the land. You are our champion.
ん？なんで俺選んだんだ、お前は。
Selected me. Chose me.
As shall my children yet to come.
What is it you seek?
This age is sickly. An ancient poison, an older rage, brewed in a cauldron newly forged.
This has something to do with the epidemic.
Seek truth, my champion. Defeat the serpent of knowing with iron spur.
終わり？
I've had enough of others making decisions for me, pretending to know how I should feel or behave. So the vampire who made me is some sort of disembodied entity? Or was he just projecting this vision in my mind? Maybe Edgar can help me with this.
ああ、エドガーね。じゃあエドガーのところに行くか。なんか作れないかな。あ、これ作っといた方がいいわ。頭痛薬これけど持ってるよね。1って書いてあるもんね。なんでさっきのやつに渡せなかったんだろう。
It's locked, all right.
なんか言い争ってんな。エドか。
God protect us. You've got a leech
誰？
in the hospital.
Yes, my hospital. My mission is to heal while you go about warring.
You've set the table for a snake. I wonder why there's venom in your food.
I'm growing tired of your song. You're a woodsman, McCullum, not a doctor. Return to your hunt.
Remember, I've a good nose for machinations. I can flare the scent.
似てるな、俺と。
You can't hide from the god.
Leave him, Jonathan. This is sacred ground. Neutral territory. And I just had the carpet cleaned. By the sacred stole, this is very bad news. Bad news indeed.
でそのドクロはなんだお前は。
What happened?
The hospital has been attacked. We have injured patients, at least
病院
one
が襲
dead,
撃された。
several missing. This has spiraled out of control. Even the most infirm are asking to be allowed to return home.
いやいや、自信取り戻してくれよ。
Can't have the people lose faith in this institution. This hospital is their only hope.
Of course, you're right. But we cannot afford a public scandal. It would ruin us. We must restore order, and quickly.
You mentioned a dead patient. Who is he?
She, Jonathan. She was Miss Harriet Jones.
ハリエット・ジョーンズ。う
I
ん
found her room like a slaughterhouse. Blood everywhere. The duty
誰
nurse
だっけ？
is taking care of the mess.
手伝
Very
うよ。
well. I'll help you.
Jonathan, please, I can't rely on anyone else. And this concerns you as it involves vampires. Someone has taken advantage of our more liberal tendencies here.
In what way?
Jonathan, I may turn my head when you or her ladyship indulge, but I will not allow this place to become a nest for street feeders.
Please then, tell me.
Sean Hampton, the man we thought we'd saved at the docks. It seems he was infected after all.
ああ、そうな
Hampton
の？
became more beast than man.
Exactly. And now Guard of Prewen suspects the hospital of vampire
あの
activity.
一番最初に助け
Do
た
you realize what
人
that
間
would
か。
mean for us?
それが感染してたのか。いや、俺が守っ
Rest
てやる
assured, I
よ。
will protect you and your staff.
McCullum is a fanatic. The Guard will stop at nothing. You don't know what they're capable of, Jonathan.
Very well. Since I brought Mr. Hampton here, I will put an end to this.
おうハンプトンもやればいいのか。
Sean Hampton lives and breathes for the well-being of his flock. There's no other place he would go but the docks.
なるほど。
I'm quite busy right now, Dr. Reed.
What can you tell me about the recent commotion in the hospital?
Nothing like this would have happened if we'd had enough staff and proper shifts.
いやいや、
Don't think the blame.
We all hold
そうじゃない
fast
でし
here,
ょ。
Dr. Reed. Our methods may...
Thank
そう
you
じゃ
for
ない
your
でし
time.
ょ。
We'll talk later.
襲撃受けたんでしょ、病院。そのことを聞きたかったんだが。
Good evening, Dr. Reed. Such a pleasure to see you again.
品物見
Please
せ
show me
て。
what you have to sell.
Of course. It's just trinkets and curios, really. But I'm sure they can be useful.
レシピ売ってないか。困ったな。片頭痛はどうやって買うことができるんだろう。買うというか直すというか。200。どこに行けって？港 か。遠いわ。行くしかないか。このファストトラベル機能がないのがね、ちょっとたまに傷というか。まあ面白いゲームだとは思うんだがね。これさ、こっち行ったらそうだよね。前の方向間違って、あ、こっちじゃん。間違ってないって言おうとしたら間違ってたわ。まあ向こうに渡るしかないか。ワープ。いただきました。はい、はい。いいね。
It's locked, all right.
ああ、反対側から開けないといけないのか。
Not a safe place right now, I'll take it.
いった。よしよしよし。あの援護がうぜえな。おお、マジか。危ない危ない。このテク初めてだな。いっぱい敵が新しいのが出てきてんな。 道はそっちか。この上行けないのか。いただきます。いただきます。OK。で、下に降りた方がいいのかな。こっちか？ここ開くか。お、開きそうだね。誰かいるかい？いない？何にもないのか。道は開くか。まあ先にストーリーを進めようか。
Good evening, miss. I am Dr. Reed. May I ask you a few questions?
Who are you? What do you want?
As I just told you, I'm a doctor from the Pembroke Hospital, actually.
The Pembroke Hospital, you say? I don't have any money for you leeches.
I'm not here for charity, Miss
Edwina Cox. So what do you want then? Fancy buying something from me, maybe?
ああ、商売してんのか。
Can I see what you have to sell?
As long as you have money, I'll show you all I have.
けど特にいらないな。
Good evening, Miss Cox.
Hello again.
仕事に
What
つい
can you
て。
tell me about your work?
I'm a businesswoman. I buy and sell things, and I send my wet boot boys after anyone who don't play nice with me.
Gang member and shopkeeper. Can't be easy running double shifts.
If you're interested, I may find use of a doctor who can freely walk across the city, you know.
You're quite blunt, aren't you?
I like people who know what they want and say what they think. This is a time of great opportunity for those ready to embrace their destiny.
I'm not interested in a career in the criminal underworld, Miss Cox.
Fair enough. Stay away from us then, if you don't want to get hurt or worse.
Since my return from the war, I don't feel that concerned by threats, knives, or even bullets, if you must know.
That's exactly what that stupid trade unionist claimed after he attacked one of us. Booth and I reminded him a bullet beats words every time.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
You can't trust anyone around here. As soon as you lower your guard, you can be sure some arsehole will take advantage of you.
誰だ？
Really? Don't you think that's a little bit excessive?
Bastards, all of them. This region only responds to violence and threats.
マジで？
You sound like you're thinking of somebody in
暴力と
Take the
脅しに
grave
しか。
diggers of Southwark. They must pay me every week, but it looks like they forgot who gave them permission to steal from the dead.
Looting corpses in a mass grave. That is a new low.
Whatever. Hey, since you're a doctor and all, maybe you can access that forbidden area and remind those bastards what they owe.
何の話だ？
You still use your husband's name, Edwina. Why is that?
Why shouldn't I? He may be a bloody bastard, but I'm still his wife and his name means something round here.
Are you aware of what happened to him?
Yes. I'm sure he fought till the end and looked death in the eyes. The boys will mourn him. Except one of them, maybe.
Sean
I'm
Hampton.
looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
The sad saint? I heard he was mugged or something.
Yes, he was. But he left hospital recently.
You don't say. Well, I suppose it's good news for the homeless and the useless. Ask them, they must know something.
Tell me about the man you and Booth killed, Edwina.
The bastard killed one of us and received retribution. There's nothing else to say.
What happened exactly?
I don't know and I don't care. One of ours was killed by that communist bastard, but he didn't brag for long.
So you have no idea what really happened, but you executed him anyway.
No one messes with the wet boot boys, Doctor. This is our territory and this is our law.
なるほどね。
And your conscience is clear. You kill without
良
hesitation.
心はねえだろ
Violence
な。
is an efficient tool, Dr. Reed, when used properly.
So you decide who lives and who dies, just like that.
Yes, Doctor. Just like that. I'm not saying it's fair. I'm saying it's my way of dealing with troublemakers.
なるほどね。
Goodbye, Miss Cox.
こいつ健康か。
Foolish girl and her pretty principles. She's got no idea who she's.
滑り捨てられた記憶。あ、日記。あいつらが私の肌の色をからかう時目をそらすから、私は自分が大嫌い。あいつらが私を侮辱するとき、女の子みたいに泣くから、私は自分が大嫌い。あいつらがいなくなってから男の子みたいに悪態をつくから、私は自分が大嫌い。両親が大嫌いだから私は自分が大嫌い。客が私をサッとブリナって呼んだから微笑むから私は自分が大嫌い。 トムに本当の気持ちを伝える勇気を見つけられないから私は自分が大嫌い。サブリナちゃん、トムに恋してんのかお前は。
These murders are the work of a vampire.
俺？
Vampire?
俺？
Whatever do you mean?
あ、サブリナ。
I'm a tracker of these creatures. A vampire hunter.
You best be off to your hunting then. For if the sewer dog is back and hunting all these poor folk, he needs a catching.
A sewer dog? What's it look like?
It's an old story. A monster with daggers for teeth and icy claws. He comes of a sudden, nighttime, claiming innocence, then vanishes.
Teeth, claws, murders by night? Your sewer dog is
なんか
mine.
こういうやつって大抵大したことない
prey I hunt,
説。
Good evening, sir. Have you witnessed any suspicious activity or
ヴ
strange
ァンパイア
events
ハンターって
recently?
本当か
And
よ。
what do you define as a strange event? More to the point, who are you?
My name is Ichabod Throgmorton, vampire hunter extraordinaire and warden of the East End.
A vampire hunter? Really?
I know what you're thinking. I'm just another lunatic howling at the moon, but I'm not. The bloodsuckers exist, and they're close.
まあ目の前にいる
Mr.
けどね。
Throgmorton, I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'd like to hear more about these vampires you're hunting.
A man of science? Well, I'll be glad to enlighten you.
ロンドンでの生活。
What can you tell me about this neighborhood?
Did you hear about what happened to Jack Gillingham? Oh boy. It's a shame I wasn't around to protect him.
It's impossible to protect everyone. The violence seems endemic in this part of town.
But it's my duty. I am convinced Jack Gillingham was killed by a vampire. These evil rodents are spreading like a plague.
なるほど。
So, how exactly are you protecting these people? I'm curious.
I patrol late at night, investigating anything unusual. I try and encourage people to stay indoors, but people are careless.
なんか手伝おう
Can I
か。
help in any way?
あえ
Actually,
て。
yes. I plan to put up posters to alert the population to the
ポスターを貼る。
vampire threat.
Are you asking me to paste posters about vampires around the docks?
If you wouldn't mind. If you did that, then I can
ヴァンパ
focus on
イア
my
に気をつけ
patrols.
ようねっていうポスターをヴァンパイアが
How
貼
do
る
you
のか。
identify a vampire?
It's simple, really. They can't stand daylight. They're afraid of garlic and holy
あ
symbols.
あ、なるほど
They
ね。
also cannot enter a house without being invited.
Have you ever killed one of these creatures yourself?
超勝手に入ってる
Of
け
course
ど
I
ね
have.。What kind of question is that? It's a dirty business, believe me.
Have you heard of the Guard of Priwen?
Of course. They're dedicated hunters. A little militant for my taste, but they do let anyone join.
Were you ever tempted to join the Guard yourself?
I did think about it, but I'm more of a silent hunter. They're more of a sanitary militia.
So you hunt alone? That sounds risky.
Vampires are just like every other predator. They hunt when they're hungry and follow certain patterns. It's just a matter of observation and
こい
patience.
つ大したことねえな。ヴァンパイアに超話してるもんな。
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me, Mr. Throgmorton?
The sad saint? He should be at his night asylum at this hour. But I cannot tell you how to find it, sorry.
Really? Why is that?
It's nothing personal, Doctor. I'm sure your intentions are good, but people who sleep there, they have plenty of reasons to hide.
I could make you tell me, but I respect your refusal. You really believe Sean is a saint, don't you?
All I will say is this. Gossip has it that when he was a child, he was molested. By a priest of all people.
Funny thing is, though, it only strengthened his faith.
司祭か。聖職者の性が変わってる感じが違う人たちのこと。
Tell you what, go and chat with Tom Watts. He's a bartender and good judge of character. If he talks to you, then it's fine by me.
なるほど。
Goodbye, and good hunting,
良い狩りよ。
Mr. Throgmorton.
俺のことは狩らないでね。サブリナちゃんもさ。Hey.
Good evening, sir.
Whatever.
Don't you recognize me? We met a few nights ago.
Don't take it personally. I spent a lot of energy forgetting what I did the night before.
Yes, you had definitely drunk too much then as well.
まあな。
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
I'm Dyson Delaney. I'll try to remember you. This time.
あ、そっか、2回目か、ここに来たの。
What do you do for a living, Mr. Delaney?
I drink. I drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night. And then I drink some more.
Why do you drink so much?
Maybe it's because I prefer dying slowly. Death can be so abrupt. Personally, I like to see mine coming at my own pace.
You sound very sad, sir.
That's because I am Doc.
Don't you work at all?
I'd love to, but I don't have the time. Didn't I tell you? Drink in the morning and at noon. I drink at night.
24時間飲んでんのか、こいつは。
Is there anything in particular that you like about this part of town? Except for the cheap drinks, I mean.
How dare you say such a thing? I love this neighborhood. So friendly. So joyful.
No reason at all to rejoice, then? Life is hopeless and then we die, is that it?
Let me tell you a story.
いいですよ。
All right.
続け
Go
て。
on.
A few years ago, when I believed a resolute man could change things around here for good, a tragedy occurred nearby.
What kind of tragedy?
It was a bomb. Bomb that exploded and killed many people. Metal and blood everywhere. Shouts, fire, broken window of the shoe shop, the torn street light.
You lost people you loved that day, didn't you?
I've lost everything. But you know what the worst part is? I don't even remember where it happened. I've drunk so much to forget it. And now I can't remember where it was. I can't pay my homage to the dead.
I'm sorry, Mr. Delaney.
It's okay. If you ever find the place, just leave a flower for me there. Even if you tell me where it is, I'm not sure I'd memorize it.
アル中で脳
Is
が
there anything
やっ
in
てしまってん
particular
のかな。
that you like about this part of town? Except for the
ああ、
cheap
間違え
drinks.
た。と。
Why are you so cynical?
Cynicism is the polite way to express despair, Doctor.
No reason at all to rejoice, then? Life is hopeless and then we die, is that it?
Let me tell you a story.
Another time, perhaps. I'm not sure I want to hear another sad story.
個人的。
Surely you must have had dreams and expectations when you were young, like everybody else.
Sure, I wanted things to change. To really change, and to change for good. The bigger the dream, the harder the fall.
Sounds like you were an idealist, which is honorable.
No, sir. I was an anarchist and I believed that exclusive property is a robbery in nature. I wanted a new world to rise from the ashes, Dr. Reed.
Do you really think the world is that bad?
No, I believe we all can choose to make it better. But most of us are too weak, too corrupt and too guilty. I failed for sure, but others will come.
まあ人は弱い。
I want to know more about your past as an anarchist, Dyson.
I'm still an anarchist, Doctor. Make no mistake. I just reject violence as a tool to change the world, unlike my comrades.
Do you still see your comrades, then? Even if you don't agree with their methods anymore, I mean.
No. I hope they'll come to share my point of view one day. I'll raise my glass to that splendid idea.
Do you believe in a bloodless revolution, then?
I do not believe in much anymore, Doctor. But I'll admit I like your idea of peaceful change. I like it a lot.
なるほどね。
I'm looking for Mr. Sean Hampton. Do you know where I could find him?
I really don't know. I heard he'd been abducted. I don't know if he's back.
Who could tell me then?
About the sad saint. I'll try asking Tom Watts about him.
Tom Watts か。
Inebriation aside, do you need medical help?
Yes. I feel sicker than usual these days.
そうだろう、そうだろう。
Take this then. And perhaps you could try to slow down the alcohol.
俺に薬あげるからね。
Hey, Doc, you don't really want me to stop the only remedy I can afford.
Goodbye, Mr. Delaney.
じゃあな。
Offered a drink to the boy. Be he cursed or not, he's just another lost orphan.
Good evening, Tom.
Good evening, sir. How are you tonight? Back to the docks, are we?
You remember me then?
I'll be back ですよ。
You're that man who seemed so lost when he entered my bar a few nights ago.
Thank you for your hospitality. I'm Jonathan Reed, by the way.
I'm still Tom Watts. Welcome back, Doctor.
What can you tell me about this part of town?
It's not that bad. Thanks to people like the sad saint of the East End.
Who?
Sean Hampton, our own private holy figure. Few are foolish enough to make peace with the gangs. Sean is one of them.
なるほどね。
How is it you can keep this place open? This part of town doesn't seem particularly safe.
Well, since everybody needs a drink, my pub is considered neutral ground by most groups.
I see. So you get pressure from all sides about how this place should be run, do you?
Well, something like that. Nothing that a few wise words and a bottle of gin can't solve.
You're something of a figurehead around here.
I'm only pouring alcohol for everyone to forget their troubles. Sean Hampton is the one giving them long-term hope.
Since I'm here, is there anything I can do?
Well, perhaps, Doctor. Peace partly depends on my stock of gin. With the epidemic, my supplies are running low.
How could a physician help you in this matter?
I have a small warehouse just past the quarantine line. Perhaps, for you being a doctor, you could go there and come back.
Doctors aren't immune to disease, you know. Very well. Show me where it is. I'll see what I can do.
Oh, thank you, sir. Here's the key to get in. You're about to save many dry throats.
要はジンを持ってこいと。走りだな。
Sabrina seems
そう
very
ね。
fond.
サブリナちゃんはあなたのことが好きみたい
I
よ。
really do. I know I'm her boss, and I'm much older and all. But I like her for sure.
What is bothering you then?
Sabrina is an angry one. She wears it like a coat. I'm not sure I can make her shed that anger. It hurts to see her like that.
ああ、なるほどね。
Tom, I need to find Sean Hampton as quickly as possible. I've been told you could help me.
I heard the sad saint was recovering at Pembroke Hospital. Did he leave or something?
ペンプロック病院。
I believe he returned to his flock. Can you confirm that?
Oh, I bet you're right. Sean can't help but worry about the poor and sick. Oh, I guess it has something to do with what happened to him as a baby.
Please, tell me.
Well, I don't like to gossip, but I heard that the sad saint was abandoned as a baby in front of a Catholic orphanage in Dublin. That would explain his faith and need to help everyone.
The important thing is I find him, quickly.
Why not try his night asylum? He takes care of those who need a meal or a roof there.
Where is it?
It's in an old warehouse, northwest of here. Just
see.
follow the bank to the west and go north when you reach the end of the pier.
なるほどね。
Goodbye, Mr. Watts.
ちょっとサブリナちゃん。トムはあんたのこと好きだってよ。
That's a first. Customers who make that much mess rarely come back. Never mind in fancy togs.
I'm much more myself than when we first met. By the way, I'm Jonathan, Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Welcome back to the Turquoise Turtle then, Doctor. I'm Sabrina Cavendish. How can I help you?
What can you tell me about this area?
People don't appreciate that line of questioning round here. You best be more careful with what you say, sir.
You look concerned, Miss Cavendish.
This is a bad borough. Most people I know are afraid. Most locals will rob you blind, or worse. You best mind your step.
誰も
So
安
you
心
and
でき
your
ない。
friends all feel in danger? No exceptions?
Tom's the only exception I've come across until now. But he's not like everybody else.
This place seems, how shall I put it, very colorful. I'm sure it has plenty of stories to tell.
We get people of all sorts here. It's that rare place in the docks where you can have a drink without being murdered. At least it's not happened yet.
中立地帯って言ってたもんね、ここは。
Yeah. Tom's convinced this is something the locals need. No one ever draws a weapon here. That's one of the reasons I accepted the job.
Your boss must be quite the negotiator to force such an agreement.
Yeah. Tom's a great bloke. Mr. Hampton, who runs the night asylum, he's the only other man that's able to keep peace around here.
Excuse my curiosity, but where exactly are you from, Miss Cavendish?
Something bothering you? What, my name? Or my complexion?
肌の色で人を判断しないよ、俺は。
Someone on their place of birth or the color of their skin.
If that's true, you'd be one of the few not to make fun of me. Just you, Tom, Dyson, Miss Fishburne, and of course Mr. Hampton.
I'm sorry if I worried you. I was just curious to find out if you know this part of town well.
Nosy. My dad was a sailor from Bombay, and my mum was a maid born up in Glasgow. They got married in London. And here I am.
ここよ。雇い主への本当の気持ちはどうなの？
Tell me about your true feelings for your boss.
相手は好きだって言ってるよ。
Not ashamed of it. Don't care if the customers joke about it neither.
誰がからかうんだよ、そんなの。
I mean, we're always together. People will talk, won't they?
なるほど。
Does Tom love you?
Yeah, but he's always reluctant to take it further. It's not because I'm younger, or because of the colour of my skin. He hates jokes about us.
Miss Cavendish, would you be willing to help me locate Sean Hampton?
You better ask Tom, sir.
Why not answer me directly?
We respect the privacy of our customers here, sir. Only Tom can decide who to speak to and what he'll say to them.
Goodbye, Miss Cavendish.
Poor Jack.
Y は近いね。
I think I'm losing my mind. I should just run as far away from this place as I can.
出口が。
Perhaps I should shut the turquoise for a time.
It's locked.
こっちから上も行けんのか。強盗だな、これ。よし。こっちか。 とうわー、あ、やり合ってんのか。いや、22は結構きついな。ここに敵がいる。
Seems like the guard of Prewen is on Sean Hampton's trail too.
You leeches, you killing.
死んでくれ。
Take a breath of this! Die, vermin!
I hate leeches. Crush the leech boys. Die, vermin! That's the bloody drive. Die, beast!
おほ。
Let's pin it down. Kill it.
Oh, that's gonna smart!
さようなら。おー、どんどん落ちてくるじゃん。
I hate leeches! Nap it, leech! Put it down to you!
Want some of this?
ちょっと回復が。血が必要だ。
Oh, that's gonna smart! Take a breath of this!
なるほど。雑魚は永久脇か。死んでくれ。 ああ、マジか。ロックをかけちゃうと結構きついな。やばい。死んでくれ。よしよしよしよし。 よし、お前で最後だ。とにかく来ます。倒した。で、あら、また違うところになったな。アイテムが落ちてるわけではないの。あ、
The wounds on this corpse are deep, the result of rabid rage. If this is Sean's doing, he's become a murderous beast.
Hmm. なんだこれ、何もないんかい。あ、これか。地図的には、ああ、もうそこか。からいけるのか。よし、おいしい。さて、
This poor man has just been slaughtered by a vampire. The body's still warm.
Wow.
Best stay back, sir.
お前は死んでくれ。
Come back, you! See them fancy This one's a tough.
ちょっとね、でかいのは邪魔だからね。うん。オッケー。やっぱりヴァンパイアハンターとヴァンパイアはちゃんと戦うんだね。そりゃそうか。
Sir, no civilians allowed.
20秒か。この中には買うか。
Safer places to be than here.
はーい、逃げます。薬のレシピが欲しいんだが、ここに行くしかないか。なんだこれ、野戦病院的な。Hey.
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. May I have your attention for a minute?
Good evening, sir. My name is Giselle Paxton, but I don't have time for men like you.
Have we met before?
No.
ひでえ言われようだ。
I just need to look at your fancy clothes to know that you must be desperate to visit the docks at night.
That's quite judgmental of you.
Sir, I've led enough strikes when I had a job to identify you as an enemy of the working class.
May I ask what you do for a living?
I'm killing myself scraping for a living. And you? Have you ever had to struggle in your entire life?
As I told you, I'm a doctor. You have to work a lot to earn that title.
Oh, a doctor. Born with money in a nice house, were we? Was Daddy a banker or a doctor himself?
なんか嫌味な女だな。
Why such hatred? Are you judging me by my clothes and my job?
Of course I am. Fuck, you're so blind. You don't even see your privilege. Lazy people like you disgust me.
What can you tell me about this vicinity?
Tell you what, just spend a few weeks here and then ask me that question again. If you're still alive, I mean.
If you have something to say, say it. I'm getting tired of all this.
Oh.
殺して。
You want information instead? Well, here's some for you. Giselle Paxton does not like you at all, Doctor.
You don't know me, Miss Paxton, and yet you see me as an enemy.
Your manners, your clothes, your words tell me everything about you, sir. I know your kind, and you don't belong here.
Hmm? 本当に私が誰だか知らない？
You have no idea who I am.
All right, okay. No need to get all worked up.
本当にこの野郎。
You speak of strikes and class enemy. Am I right to assume you're involved in trade union activism?
You bet I am. Well, I was. Nowadays, I'm just another worker blacklisted by the big companies.
You lost your job because of your beliefs.
Those bastards really hate a worker who refuses slave wages and unsafe conditions, especially when it's a woman.
Isn't the whole point of trade unions to help workers in need? Why don't they support you?
A few nights back, I lost the money my companions had asked me to hide. With me and my sister being penniless, they thought I stole it.
What really happened?
I drank too much that night. Strange men saw me count the money in that bar. Some sort of militia in uniform. I'm sure they robbed me.
なるほど。
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
What is it you want? Does he owe you money? Has he displeased your Royal Highness? I'm no snitch, Mr. Fancy Pants.
はい、
Well,
わか
I'll
りまし
leave
た。
you for now. Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
あけどここか。あれ？
Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Can I help you?
A fancy doctor lurking at night by the docks? Not fishy at all.
And what about you? Working outside at night in this dangerous part of town?
You want to know my secret? I'm trying to earn money. And I'm Lottie Paxton, by the way.
Is it not dangerous to work here at night?
As long as I have good legs, I can run away from trouble. The sad saint now provides me and my sister a bed and a roof. I don't want to lose that.
ああ、これ、あれか。姉か。さっき話した人の妹か。
It's a safe place for me and my sister.
What can you tell me about the sad saint?
It's just the nickname of Sean Hampton, the sad saint of the East End. He gave me shelter, and he's not always sad.
What can you tell me about this place? How are things here?
It may be okay for a strong girl like me, but a dandy doctor from the city like yourself, you better watch your back, Mr. Reed.
You really think I should go back to a safer place, miss?
No, I think you had better stay and help as many people as you can. Just avoid the wet boot boys. Those bastards are worse than the epidemic.
ギャングか、ここも。
Which local dangers must I avoid?
Well, the gangs, the thieves, the drunks, the jobless. A man with your fancy clothes will attract a lot of attention.
Well, I am not someone so easily intimidated.
Glad to hear that. And if you get into trouble, you can always seek help at Sean Hampton's shelter. No one would dare to be violent there.
なんかここはやっぱりセーフティーエリアみたいな感じかね。
I'm looking for Sean Hampton. Can you help me?
Mr. Hampton must be in his office at the night asylum he manages, I suppose. Why do you want to see him?
He was a patient of mine at the Pembroke Hospital, but he left abruptly.
I see. Well, Mr. Hampton is a discreet and dedicated man. I'm sure you'll find him soon enough.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
けど、ヴァンパイアになっているって話だったけど、そんな感じじゃないよね。
Why the long face, Doctor?
お、いきなり見つけた。お前、違うだろ。
It looks like we both have changed a lot. I must confess, it saddens me, Sean.
Put your faith in the Lord, Doctor. He has a plan for all of us. We may not always see it, but he does.
Since you left Pembroke, the amount of blood that has been shed, it's hard to believe you, Sean.
Ask what you will. As the Lord is my shepherd, I will not speak a lie to you.
Aren't you afraid of what you've become?
We are blessed, Doctor. Can't you see it? The Lord has made us able to walk amongst the plague and aid those that need it.
まあ、ヴァンパイアだから病気には
You
なんない
think
よ
this is a
ね。
blessing when God's own house and holy symbols repel you?
If that is your burden, Doctor, so be it. But I do not fear the cross, nor am I
そうなんだ。
forced to take the life of another. My kind doesn't share your imperfections.
But you must drink blood now to survive.
No, not your scripture. Whoso eateth my flesh and drinketh my blood hath eternal life, and I will raise him up at the last day. So saith the Lord. I only need to eat flesh, no blood.
Why return here?
This is my home. These people are my flock. You will always find me where I am needed.
Wonders never cease. Scal managing an asylum.
And what of you? A vampire doctor? Meals laid out before you. Yet you restrain.
耐えてます。
And what about William Bishop? He tried to take care of you. But this hunger, this thirst, cannot be restrained.
Alas, poor William. He had a good soul, but was weak in spirit. He could not shake the thirst for booze, never mind blood. But have faith. My will is far stronger than his.
Why did you kill Miss Jones at the Pembroke Hospital?
Killed old Harriet? You must be mad, Doctor. Why would I do such a thing?
違うの？
So you claim Miss Jones' death was not by your hand, nor the other incidents at Pembroke?
Though Harriet was an angry, spiteful woman, she was one of God's creatures. I have nothing but love for all he has made.
But you were close to her.
Of course. But she was lost, separated from the fold. She did not see the hand of the divine in my blessed condition.
People have been murdered. I've seen the blood. I don't believe you can be trusted.
Have a little faith, Doctor. If you will follow, I will guide you to the light.
How do you plan to do that?
Take this key of the old sewers. The entrance is by the riverbank, south from here. There you'll find all the proof you need.
興味をそそられます。
You have definitely intrigued me. I hope you're right, Sean.
I'll be here when you return. If you still think I'm a threat then, well, I surrender myself to your judgment.
あれ？早速いなくなってるけど、あいつ。あ、いるわ。お前は、そうか。一応、村人扱いなのか。なんか避難所から物資をどんどん取っていくっていう。パクストン様。パンプトンのシェルターがここ数ヶ月、おにゃららと聞いている。おにゃらら、お金でも、他のどんな支援でも、いい返事がいただけないと、こちらとしても、おにゃらら。 私の部下はいつでも必要なものを手に入れ、にゃらら。私の申し出を拒否する。返事がないようなら、ウェットプートボーイズは、あなたとお姉さんのところへ伺うか。なるほど。こいつ脅されてたのか、ギャングに。なんかありそうなんだよな。こいつと戦いそうな気がするな。血がすごい。地下か、これは。ここ。これ。地下か。すげえ物奪ってるけど、なんか申し訳ねえな。あれ
Good evening, Mr. Throgmorton.
Dr. Reed, can I be of any assistance? Have you noticed anything suspicious lately?
Goodbye.
なんでもねえや。
And good hunting. It's locked, all right.
あ、初めて鍵がかけられていた。
You again.
Well, I'll leave you.
あれ、脅されていたのはこの子か。
Glad to see you again, Mr. Reed.
はい。
Lottie, tell me about the wet boot boys. I know they've threatened you.
Edwina Cox wanted me to provide her with information about Mr. Hampton's resources. I refused.
Is that not dangerous?
Fuck them and their lies. They claim they protect the interests of the neighborhood, but they are just greedy parasites like all the rest.
君の安全大丈夫?
I understand your fight, but the gangs are no joke. Are you sure you're safe?
I can defend myself. My only concern is about Giselle. I'm not sure my sister is able to fight anymore.
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
姉さんはなんで戦えないんだ? あれ? 姉さんがいない。
This Seymour worries me. Sean knows something about.
神様、これは今天国で娘たちを待っている私の最愛の母、ガートルード・パクストンへの祈りです。この日が来るまで誠実な貧困とつつましさの中で私が日々起きて毎日を送れることに感謝いたします。どうか私たちをナイトシェルターで眠らせてくださるハンプトンさんを末永くお守りください。母の死後、姉のジゼルに対して憤りを感じていることにあなたに謙虚に許しを請います。 どうか彼女の魂を祝福してください。神様、私に耳を傾けてくださってありがとうございます。アーメン。アーメン。
Glad to see you again, Mr.
Lottie, tell me about the death of your mother.
Giselle killed her, plain and simple. She killed her with her daily whims, her laziness, and her complaints.
That's quite a statement. You can't kill someone because you're fickle.
Mother was very ill, but I forgave Giselle. What I couldn't stand was how she cried at her funeral like she was the one left alone.
Perhaps your sister is not as tough as you are.
I know that, and I don't blame her. It just makes me sad that my own sister is the person I understand the least.
Giselle is the only family you have left. Don't you think it's time you forgave her?
Sometimes words are harder to forgive than acts, Dr. Reed.
なるほど。
Goodbye, Miss Paxton.
I know I promised you I'd make everything right, Mum, but it's not been that simple.
あのクソ生意気なお姉ちゃんを見つけて話さないと。あれか。あれ、お姉ちゃんどこ行ったんだろうな。こっちに血の跡が。なるほど。
I can't believe I'm doing this.
そろそろこれもあげたいが部品がないんだよね。良いハンドルが。これ40ダメージ。断層が9。モード、良いトリガーか。これならまあ作ってもいいか。これはダメージ強化でいいでしょう。68、390、まあ68だ。よし。では本日はここまでにしたいと思います。来てくださった皆様ありがとうございました。またやりますので、よかったら見に来てください。それではお疲れ様でした。